Good afternoon, Craps fans. Very welcome back. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. Alright. There's me. I don't need to click on that one. What else have we got going on here? Cafe Bossa Nova. Let's see what that sounds like. They're all pretty much the same. Alright, so yeah, let me turn the volume down. Hey BAM, welcome home. Happy Easter. Alright. IPTV, it's a casino update. Broke even last night. Technically won $10, but that's break even. Yep, I agree. Randomization worked, but made a couple of mistakes. Since my strategy is going back up after hit off my lay, I should have rolled the dice again, but I didn't do that. So I got hit with a PSO on that second point. I forgot to turn off my bets off once. No, that's not bad. A couple of minor mistakes and you still ended up even. That's good. So I've been, I found a good randomizer app and I put it on my phone and I was using it. I played, I don't know, several games. And again, we're just pushing the risk point. We're not really changing it. So we're going to have rolls that are better. And it does seem, but it's so hard to say. It does seem better, right? I definitely was missing the PSOs. I was missing the 11s. But then again, I was also getting on other PSOs and getting hit on other 11s. So I think we're just moving the risk point. We really aren't changing it. And I think you said it, IPTV. There's only two ways to hedge this. That is with the lay 4, lay 10, or any 7s or something like that, right? 7s and 11s. I'm gonna move my wheel here. So what I was doing, so I watched a video this morning. It was one of Jeremy's videos, Color Up, where he was responding to one of his comments on his channel. And he was explaining that, hopping the 7s, and then doing the yo on the come out. I guess one of his commenters said that that's the way to do it. Basically, hop the 7s, do a yo, and then you are good to go. Just play all day type of thing. Is kind of what he said. So I've been doing that to see. Also, stay off the first number even after a point is established. Yeah. I mean, there's things you can do to try to change it up, but all we're doing is kind of moving it around. The probability is still there. So the way Jeremy explained it, and I like it, is basically he was doing a $25 don't pass. Then he was doing a $6 hop on the 7s. All right, so he was hopping the 7s. Where are the 7s? All right, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3. All right, so basically hopping these for $6 and then doing a $2 yo. All right, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, and there's our $2 change back in the rack. And he was doing that every time. So basically throw him $10, $6 hop the 7s, and $2 yo. There's a come out 7. So I think we lose $1 on that. Right, so we're going to get these pay 15 to 1, and that was a 5-2, not a 4-3, 5-2. All right, so the 5-2 is going to get paid, so we're going to lose 2, 4, 6, and then we're going to get 30 for that. So it's 30 less the 6, so we get $24. So we lose $1, right? So it costs us $1 basically. Yeah, I'll just pay the $6. All right, and that was the come out 7. So it doesn't hedge the 11s, but we've kind of already said the 11s not that big of a deal. You know, we'll have enough 2s and 3s to make up for that. So it's really that damn 7. And then once you get established, he's just letting it ride. He's not hedging it, but I can still hedge it, right? I can still hedge the 6 and 8 the way I want, fully hedge the 6 and 8. Maybe let the 5 and 9 go, and then the 4 and 10, I can lay odds on the don't pass if I want. So, yeah, so I'm fully hedged the 6 and 8. So I would stick with the 6 and 8. Just maybe leave the 5 and 9 unhedged, and the 4 and 10 certainly unhedged. And even if I get a little bit behind, I can always lay odds on those, right? So that's kind of, so we'll throw the dealers another 10 bucks, and we'll say hop the 6s, hop the 7s for $2 each. All right, so there's $4, and the yo, that's $6, so we should get $4 back. All right, so there we go. We're fully hedged on the 7s and 11 for the come out. And we got a 4. All right, so now we're on the 4. We're going to lose this. And we're going to just either leave it naked or actually put down another $50 in lay odds, which is I think what I would do most of the time. There's a 516. 415, and Daniel suggested that I try the Wayland's Way Craps D8 that he rolled out. And so his D8 was a $100 don't pass, $200 lay on the 4 to hedge the don't pass on the come out. And Wayland, for his 20 minutes of rolling, never rolled a 4. But guess what? When I rolled it on frickin' Wind Craps, I rolled a buttload of 4s, 516, as I would expect. And he just couldn't recover, 516. So I think hedging the 4 and 10, probably for me, you know, with a lay 4 or 10, probably not the right way to go. 5, 4, 9. I just see too many of those. 4, 2, 6. So I don't know. You know, again, IPTV, you said it, or BAM, one of you, I think it was IPTV. The only way to hedge the don't pass is with a lay or with an any 7, right? Or hopping it like we're hopping here. That was a 10. And there's a 5. So at this point, I might take my odds down just because it's getting to be a long roll, but there's the 7. All right, so that's going to pay us 25 flat and 25 for our 50. So again, on the 6 and 8, I would still stay with the full hedge. That way I can't lose on those. I wouldn't want to leave those running. The 5 and 9, I can do the partial hedge like I was with the $75, or I can just leave them naked. I don't know. What do you think about that? If you're that afraid of the come out 7, just do a hop 7 progression on the come out. The DP has an advantage once your point's established. Exactly right. You're giving it away to ease fear of the 7. Well, when you say you're giving it away, so you're saying do a hop 7 progression on the come out, but then you're saying you're giving it away. So what am I giving up? I understand we have the advantage. We've already had that conversation many times. It's just that the advantage on the 6 and 8 is so minuscule. I'm not willing to put my money at risk on the 6 and 8. You know that by now. 5 and 9, yeah, we got a 5%, edge on those. I might want to let those run. Certainly the 4 and 10, I'd let those run and take my chances on those for sure. But hop the 7 only. No, okay, no DP. Well, if I'm hopping the 7, why would I hop the 7 if I don't have a DP? There's no reason to hop it at that point because I can't lose anything. Explain. What am I missing? Oh, you're saying make money with the hops? So get the 30 bucks and you're not hedging anything, you're just going for the 7. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I don't know that the lay, especially the lay of multiple numbers, because I just knock myself off those damn lays, right? I mean, you could lay the 4, certainly. You could lay the 10, but I don't know that I can do it regularly. You just see too many of them. You know, yes, we have the advantage, a 2-to-1 advantage, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not thinking it through. All right, let's try again. All right, so we got 25, and we're gonna hop the 7s for $6, and then we're gonna do a E for $2, $3 back in the rack. 2, 4, 6, 8 should only be $2 back in the rack. Why? Oh, because I had some singles. Okay. When the point is one of those numbers. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I don't want to lose money on the 6 and 8. I don't want to bet on the 6 or 8. Oh, I see. So if the point is one of those numbers and you directly, but so where are you going to make money though? Just on the come out 7s? So if you got no DP, and again, the problem with the direct lay is, especially on the 4 and 10, and even the 5 and 9, and you got to lay so much more than what you're winning, right? So when you do lose on those, it's more painful to your bankroll. 6, 2, 8. All right, so the point is 8, so we're going to lose this. All right, and now again, I want to hedge the 8 for $24. All right, so it's not in play. Okay, so there's the $24 hedge on the 8 against my don't pass. But now I can't make any money. So what do? Do I go out for, say, a $15 or $18 6 and see if I can get a hit on the 6 before the 7 out? But now I'm fully hedged, so then I will lose money on the 6 or 8. So there's no way to make money on the 6 or 8. Maybe that's what you're saying. That's the whole point of what you're saying. You're not going to make any money at all on the 6 or 8 at this point. Well, that's not true, right? Because if we get an 8, we're going to get 28 for our 24, and we're going to lose 25. But it's basically it's nothing. $3. Who cares? BAM. Yes, but you're avoiding the 2-to-1 disadvantage to establish it. Yeah, that's true. If you hedge the $100 with 21 hop-in 7s, you only make $5 or $10. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I hear what you're saying. You know, and that's why I'm saying maybe fully hedge the 6 or 8, but leave the 5, 9, 4 and 10 naked. Take advantage of that advantage. Probability-wise, there's a yo. I don't know. I don't know the best way to play it. So I was playing it this way, and I was doing okay. I mean, again, like you said, you're not going to make a lot of money, 5, 4, 9. But I was making money, I wasn't losing money, 5, 4, 9. Just wasn't much money. Win small, lose small, maybe? I don't know. 5, 1, 6. I just don't think there's, so I think the randomizer, it works. It's definitely better. I think it's better. But am I just deluding myself because I haven't rolled enough because as BAM would say, once that variance comes back into whatever, the variance is all over the place. So you get that variance where all of a sudden, bam, 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 even though you're trying to avoid it, you're going to keep hitting it. 325. It's bound to happen at some point, because that's all we're doing is just moving that same risk. 6-5 yo. And if every time you get hit, you're having to double up, it only takes a few of those to put a big dent in your bankroll. 5 again. 7 out. All right, so we're going to lose that 24. And we're going to get paid 25. So we make a buck on that one. So yeah, we don't make anything on the 6 or 8. All right. And let's hop them again. So 8 bucks. So 6 bucks on the 7s. I don't know how you do that without having to go out on all of them. 2 bucks on the E. All right, here we go. And we got a yo 11. So I think we lose a buck on that one as well. So what does the 11 pay? That pays the same, 15 to 1, so 30 bucks. All right, so we got 30 bucks less 6, so 24 bucks. So again, we lose a buck on that one. And that all comes, that stays. That goes down. We lose the $1. Oh, I guess I didn't have my 25 out there. All right, so then I got to go back out again. So $6, so I get 4 back. $6 hopping the 7s. Still coming out. Another yo. All right, so again, that ends up costing me $1. Ugh, what the hell? All right, so it should just be $1 loss over the... We're going to lose that. We're going to lose 25. But we're going to get paid 30 for that. And we're going to lose that. So that goes back on the don't. And we need another $1 to cover our hops. There we go. All right. And we got a 9. All right, so we're on a 9. So again, at this point, I would just say leave the 9 naked because you've got an advantage on the 9. 5% advantage, so just take your chance, right? 5, 2, 7 out. So that's going to pay us a quarter. All right, so where are we at? Yeah, it's just a slow, I don't know, kind of grindy way to play. So we're up 35 bucks. IPTV says if you hedge the 100 with, okay, you only make, okay, on the 6 or 8, you lose money. As long as you're okay taking a small loss or a 6 and 8, make it up on the 4, 5, 9, or 10. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I started to BAM, but then actually I don't think I did start watching it. I saw it, but I didn't, just because there was another one out there and he was doing the same thing, going back and looking through the history and trying to make his decisions based on the history. And as soon as they start doing that, I'm just like, nah, not interested. Why? What was interesting about it? All right, so now we're going to go $6 hop the 7s. $2 E. All right, there we go. All right, coming out. And we got to come out 7. So again, that's going to lose 25. And we're going to get 30 for one of those, the 6-1. And then we're going to lose 4 bucks there. All right, so we're going to lose $4 on that one and $2 on that one. All right, so we got our 25 back and we got $7. So again, we lose $1. All right, so there's our 6 on the 7s, hop into 7s, and we need another $1 for the E. Definitely gonna need some dollars for this one, or just be throwing them $10 and making change. Tell them what you want. 516, all right. So again, now we're on the 6. So here's a case where we're gonna lose the hop money, right? So we lost the hop money, so $8. So we're definitely gonna lose $8. And then depending on how we hedge it, we're going to hedge the 6, at least I'm going to hedge the 6, right? So if I hedge it for $18, okay, $18. On a 7, I'm going to get 25 less the 18, so I'm going to make $7. Less the $6 I lost there. So I'm going to make $1. And if I get a 7, sorry, if I get a 6 at the $18 level, what is that? That's $21. So I'm going to lose an additional $4 here. And I'm thinking I'm going to get a 7 over the 6, so I really should go out for $24. So if I go out for $24, on a 6 is going to pay me 28, and on a 7, I'm going to make $1. No, I'm not going to make $1. So I'm going to make $1, but I already invested $6 in the hop. So I'm still going to lose $5. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right way to play or not. Hey, crypto. All right, I'll go watch it then. Today was real. Well, I don't know about cherry picking, but I don't know what you mean by cherry picking. Good lesson in bankroll discipline. All right, I'll go watch today's. Crypto Addictive. Made it back down $7. Son-in-law was up $400, but you had a great time. Was that $7? So that was your win. That was your total win for the weekend at the Palace. $7. Does that include after all your tips and drinks and everything? But your son-in-law was up 400. Were you both playing the same way? It's cool. Had a great time. That's all that matters. That's what gambling is about, really. Have a good time and you come home with money, that's a bonus. All right, so I got the 6 hedged. I don't know how the heck I want to play this. 10, 9, 2, 11, 10, 6, point hit. All right, so 24 is going to pay me 28. Take that down. Gonna lose that quarter over there. All right. So where are we at? It's kind of treading water, really. 25, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're up $2 from where we were. $37. That's a grind, man. That's a grind. I mean, I don't know. You know, and I thought about Whalen's the D8, right? So it's like he's doing $100. So I'm like, all right, well, if I do $50 don't pass, $100, and I love the way he's like the VIG police. Got to pay the VIG police. I was looking for my badge this morning when I was watching that one. All right, so $50 on the don't pass. Lay it for 100. Going to cost me $2, right? $2 VIG. All right, here we go, coming out. Doesn't hedge the 11, but it hedges the 7, which is the most important threat. All right, so now we're on the 9, and now we take our lay down. And now I can go back to what I was doing before, but only with $50. So I'll just leave the 9 naked, I guess. 6-1, 7 out. Fully hedge the 6 or 8, but leave the 4, 5, 9, and 10 naked, so that pays us 50. But I tell you, on win craps, I rolled so many come out 4s, it was flipping nuts. All right, so there's 50, $100, $2 VIG, lay 4. We tried this though before, and just too many damn 4s. And there's a 3 crap, so that's a winner. That's nice. That makes up for some of the 11s that we're going to see. All right. And there's our 7 out. So that's going to cost us $2. And we'll go out for another $2. Come out 7. Come out 7. There's another come out 7. All right, so $2. Go back out for another $2. And there's a box cars. That's a push on the don't. And there's a 6. All right. So we're on the 6. We're off on our lay. All right, so I got 50 out there now. What do I need to fully hedge that 50? 42. What is that? 42 or 48 to fully hedge it. I think it's 42, right? What does 42 pay? All right. 42 pays 49. So I got 42 out there. If I get a 7, I'm going to get 50, and I'll make $8 on that. And if I hit the point, I'm going to get 49, so I'm going to lose $1. All right, with the 42. That's fine. All right, on the 6. And we got a 7. All right, so we're going to lose 42, and we're going to make $8 more to make it 50. All right, and we are off. $100 lay, $2 VIG. The only problem is like right there. Okay, so we just got the 4. So we're on the 4. We're going to lose that $102. All right, so now what do I do? So now I got 50 out there. I go full odds on that, 150. I don't know what full odds is, lay odds. So if I go 150, I'm going to get 100 back. What is it? 6 times 5, 300 would be full odds, right? Because you can do 6 times whatever your bet is. So if I go 200 in lay odds, like that. And I'll make 225. I'll make 125. 150. 150. There we go. All right. Let's try that. 10. 9. So if you get knocked off on a 4, then, and we've done this before, it didn't seem to work out. Boxcars. 10. 9. 6. 6. 2. 6. So we got knocked off for 100. We'll get our 100 back there plus our DP, or we're going to lose an additional 200. That's the bad part about that lay. That was a 628, 415, as opposed to the DC. AC doocy, 3 craps. 8. 8. 3. 6. 7 out. All right, so that's going to pay us 50 flat and 100 for our 200 lay odds. One, two, three, four, 5, 6,000, 100, 175, 180, 90, almost 200 bucks. All right, I want to see what you guys are saying. All right. IPTV. Play this with your 100 normal strategy. Hop the 7s for 21 bucks, 7 bucks each. But that would mean you would lose either 11 or 16 on the 6 or 8 and win 4 on the 5 and 9. Yeah, that's no fun. That's not worth playing. So you would have to leave the 4, 5, 9, or 10 unhedged to make it work. Total loss, minus 7 bucks. Oh my, that's not bad. That's not a bad couple of days. Not as good as a win, but you know. He played the coin push kid. All right, I'm not sure what that one is. This feels like Groundhog Day. Yeah. Yeah, I've tried this one before. You just get picked off too often. I know, I know. Hey, Robert. Well, but I tried the Arnold. The Arnold, basically, with the continuous DC, I just end up getting knocked off the damn... I have... Steam made a version of Arnold. I don't think I've tried it on Windcrafts. Maybe I'll try it and see. And I don't think I've tried the... I think I tried the Arnold once. Definitely tried the continuous DC a few times, but I just end up getting knocked off those damn DCs way too often, and it's just too hard to recover. Yeah, it's funny. I looked at my... You know, I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to... I went full circle, back to 2021, about this time, March 2021. That's when I started playing craps, and I have my first session was at the Red Rock, $1,000 bankroll. And at that time I was doing Professor Profit, Craps University, step down system. Because it was kind of similar to, you know, one of the ones that you guys were talking about. And it's, you know, like 160 across, and then every roll you're taking down, you know, taking down the outside. Then you're taking down the 5 and 9. Then you're taking the 6 and 8, you know, down to table minimum. And then you're letting that play out and then take it off. And I was trying to put my own spin on it. and there are just too many damn PSOs. I mean, and it just killed it. And I think that's the reason I stopped playing it, is because you get those PSOs and you get too much money out there, and you start laddering up and you get more PSOs, and it just ends up wiping out your bankroll. You can't get ahead. So that's why I stopped playing it, and there was a reason I stopped playing it, and I realized that yesterday when I was trying it again, or the day before. I'm like, I don't know, I'm really struggling. I mean, I like the dark side. Those come out sevens, man. Those are, and it's just the game, right? It's just the way the game is set up. Yeah, yeah, the DC Pony, that was the one. Yeah, I just get whacked on that one. And I like the direct lay, but the problem is that 2 to 1, right? Especially on the 4 and 10. Because if I'm going to do a direct lay, it's going to be on the 4 and 10. And that 2 to 1, especially if you're chasing it. I guess if you got enough bankroll and you don't need to chase it, theoretically you should be fine, and you have enough winners to compensate for those losers. But the direct lay is certainly the cleanest away. Yeah, right. Avoiding the risk is not free. BAM. Yeah, you're right. Right. I mean, the rules are set up for the casino, in the casino's favor, based on probability. So again, maybe we're just deluding ourselves that there is some way to overcome that with any kind of consistency. Obviously, short runs you're going to do it, but when you get whacked, unlike you guys that are saying, okay, 150, 200 bucks walk, and unlike me who rides my bankroll all the way down to zero, that's a discipline or lack of discipline on my part. I have to be willing. I just find it doesn't jive with me to say I'm going to leave after a $150 or $200 loss. If I'm only willing to lose $150 or $200, then I should only be playing with $150 or $200. Because what's the point of $1,000? I guess the point is I can cover more, and I hadn't thought about that. The point of the larger bankroll is I can cover more spots to try to make that profit that I would not be able to do with $150 or $200. But if I get one good whack on those, there's my loss limit for the evening, and I'm done. I guess that's the way to look at it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure what the lay ladder is, but and I've tried maybe not laddering, probably more like martingaling, and that's just those bets get really big. Because you have to double everything. So $400 lay becomes an $800 lay becomes a $1,600 lay. Yeah, we can try the lay ladder. Talk me through it. What's the setup? What's the bankroll? Can we do it with $1,000? Just a $60 lay on the point. Well, how are you going to make any money with that? All right, try it. We'll try it. I'm up for anything. I'll try anything. But if it doesn't work, then I just, I move on. I don't have a, and if it really seems good, then I'll roll it out multiple times and make sure that it wasn't a fluke, right? Type of thing. No offense, but all right, here we go. $1,000 bankroll. We got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. This can go back in the bank. All right, we're just observing. We're not on the pass line at all. And if we are, it's a do we don't. All right, point is 9. All right, we're going to lay the 9 for 60 bucks, you said. All right, that's a lay on the 9. That's going to pay 40. So that's $2 VIG. Got to pay those VIG police, right, Waylon? VIG police are always wanting their money. All right, so there's 60, pays 40. Okay, here we go. 639. 60 bucks down. 62 bucks down. Did I play that correctly? Okay, the next, if you get hit, the next point you ladder to 120. Okay? So 60 is the base unit. Got it? 516. Oh, brother. Even on the 6 and 8? You do it even on the 6 and 8? That's cutsy. But you tell me, I'll play it the way you played it. All right. All right, 120 on the 6 lay. All right, so what the hell does that pay? And what's the VIG? That pays 100. All right, so the VIG's going to be $5 on that then. All right, so there's my 125. 120 lay with a $5 VIG. Here we go. 617. There we go. All right, so we're going to lose $5, but we're going to get paid 100 off. And how much did we lose on that first one? 60, right? So we made money. All right, so we're up, looks like 33 bucks. You can play it at the $30 level too. Now back to 60, yep. All right, here we go. 6 again. On the 6, $60 lay. All right, so that's going to pay 50, and it's going to be a $2 VIG. All right, here we go. And we got a 4. And we got a yo. And we got a yo. So you go 60, 120, 180. And then you ladder back down on the next one, 639. Just ladder up and down. 6-point hit. All right, so that's going to be a $62 loss. All right, so now we got to go 120 again. Oh, 6. Fuck. Give me a goddamn number I can put some money on. Hate 6s. All right, so that's 125 basically. That's a 120 lay with a $5 VIG. All right, here we go. And there's a 6. I hate 6s and 8s. Absolutely hate them. All right, so that's 125 down. So now we got to go 180. 10. That's a better number for us. I'm going to push it up. All right, so 180 now. Level 3. All right, so 180 is going to pay me 90. What the hell's 90 going to be in VIG? Probably $5, right? IPTV says, ladder back down, but if you get hit 3 times from the same shooter, I stop. All right, $4 vig on that one. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so we'll just take $1 back and we'll put that in there. Our vig is paid. All right, 180 pays 90. 516. 415. I mean, mentally it makes sense to take a break and just take a breather and make sure you're doing everything properly. You're not making mistakes. 314. AC Doocy. 8. 325. There we go. 7 out. 437 out. All right. So that's going to come down. That's going to go off. And we're going to get paid 90 for that. All right. So there's our 90. Now we got to go back to level 2. So, oops. $10 again. All right, so that's $125 again. Gonna pay $120. Sorry, gonna pay, that's $125. Yeah, $125 on that. $120, so that's gonna pay $60. And there's our 7. Okay, so we're gonna get $60 for that. And we got to pay that nickel vig. All right. All right, so we made back 90, we made back 150, and we had lost 120 plus the 60, so we lost 180. So we just go back to base at that point, I'm thinking, right? $2 vig. $5. No. Oh yeah, $2. Yeah. You're right. All right. Yeah, because we only get paid 60. No, so it should be a $3 vig. We got paid 60, so it should be a $3 vig. So I'll take $2 back. All right. Okay. 6 again, my friend, the 6. So BAM saying you don't have to lay the 6, you can still lay the 4. I guess the 6 is, no, the 6 isn't better. The 6 is better only because you have to lay less to win more, right? So 60 is going to pay 50, so that's $2 vig, as opposed to if I wanted the same 60. If I wanted the same 50 on the 10, or the 4 and 10, I'd have to lay 100, but I got better odds on the 4 and 10. So if I was going to do it, if I was going to do a direct lay like that, rather than arbitrarily picking the point, I would pick the 4 and 10 for 100. Because I think I'm going to win it more often. So we're doing a direct lay, you're just picking the point because that's convenient, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can still ladder it. All right, so I'm going to take that down. Because that's the way, if I was going to play it for real, and what's the point if I'm not playing it for real? $100 lay on the 4, $2 vig. That's the way I would do it. Rather than risking it on anything else. The 4 or the 10. There's our 617. All right, so that's going to cost me $2 for the 50. So the vig is still the same. It's just I got to lay more to get it. One, two, three, four, five. All right. So we're still basically break even. Looks like we're up, and we reset, so we're up $37. All right, come out 7. Yeah, well, we were just back to a direct lay at this point then, 426. We're just doing a direct lay with a ladder. All right, point is 6, $100 lay, direct lay on the 4, $2 vig. Eight. Nine. Oh, no roll. Dice off the table. But I went back and rewatched the video from all over Vegas at the casino where I'll be staying. What the hell's the name of it? Oh gosh, I can't believe I forgot the name already. 4, that's a knockoff on that 4. All right, so now the question is, I'm going to lose that 102, but is that a $100 level? Did I just make it a $100 level? I think I did. So now I got to go 200 with a $5 vig. Stay out there. I don't know. This is going to get me back in the same movie I'm always back in. 549. And that just gets me back to the $100. So really not making any money on that. You really got to lay more. So that's going to cost me 5 for 100, but I lost 102. So I'm still down on that. So I basically got to stay at that elevated level for at least one more hit to make it worthwhile. And there's a 4 again. So if I say, all right, I'm going to go back on the 4 for 205, $5 vig. There's a 7. So there's my another $100. All right, so now I made a little bit of money. I don't know. I don't flipping know. I just don't like betting on the 6 or 8. I mean, the probabilities. So, I mean, you said you made money with it, and I'm not arguing that you did, but I just have such a disdain for that low probability. All right, what's BAM saying? What's IPTV saying? He's saying, pull your head out of your ass, Scott. Scott, you started with a strategy and then you just went off on your own. Yeah, I know I did. Just because that $60 on the 6 and 8 and laddering on the 6 or 8, I can't stomach that. I don't like it. Silverton, thank you, BAM. Anyway, the Silverton has dollar bubble craps. So I'll be doing it crypto addictive way. Because it pays well. It pays better, yeah, I got you. It's, 60 to win 50 versus 100 to win 50. But the probability of hitting it, and we did hit it, I know, I recognize that, but when you say it pays well, it pays commensurate with the probability of you being able to hit it, right? From a 7 perspective. You need those for the ladder. But you're going to get paid less often though. So I don't know how it's going to support the ladder significantly over a longer roll, because you're just going to get knocked off of it more often. Yes, the ladder only works with those in play. That's a pretty bold statement. I think if you had the bankroll, you could ladder the 4 and 10, that's a much smarter play. Now, maybe, I don't know. I've seen so many goddamn 4s in a row and 10s in a row that I can't even say that that's a smart play either, because, you know, when they come in clumps, there is no getting around it. That's why the 3 knockoffs, yeah. Think of it like this. All right, go ahead. Lay it on me, brother. Yeah, Lisa Silverton had dollar bubble craps back in December when he did that walkthrough. You lose level 1, you're down 60 bucks. If you ladder to 120 and it's a 6 or 8, then you win 100 back. So you're saying, yeah, I got that. But if it's 120 on the 4 or 10, then you're going to get your 60 bucks back, right? And if it's 100, all right. So you're up 40 versus being break even less the vig. Yeah, I got you. All right. I mean, you said you won with it. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I don't really like the 6 or 8, and it just seems like if you're doing a direct lay, that you would want to do the direct lay on a number that has a better probability. The 7 has a better probability of hitting over. Yeah, I know what you meant. The 6 and 8 point is so far from a guarantee. There's no guaranteed wins to start with, but yeah, the probability, the advantage on the 6 or 8 is only 3%, right? I mean, if you look at the difference between 6 out of 36 and 5 out of 36, it's only a 3% difference. So that means you only have a 3% advantage over the single roll probability of rolling one or the other. Very, very minimal. I mean, 3%, still 3%, but it's better than blackjack, right? At 1.5% or whatever, 0.5%. So you still have an advantage. It is your advantage once you're on that number. But we just see them, to me, I see them too often to where I'm just not willing to put my bankroll at risk. Now on the 5 and 9, you get a 5% difference. And on the 6 and 8, on the 4 and 10, you get an 8% difference. And that's more significant. And stop being afraid of the 6 or 8. I'm not afraid of it. It's not that I'm afraid of it at all. I understand that we have an advantage. My point is, with a limited bankroll, now if I had an unlimited bankroll and I just do it every time, no problem. I wouldn't care if I lost them, because again, over time, I should win more than I lose. The problem is if I start losing those before I have a chance to make it back because I used too much of my bankroll, it's purely a bankroll thing for me. It's certainly not fear. I'm not afraid of them. I understand we still have an advantage over them, but it ain't fear, brother. All right. Okay, IPTV, let's try it. Stop being afraid of the 6 and 8. I'm not afraid of the 6 and 8. All right. Try to lay the point ladder with the 30, 60, 90. All right, we'll try it at the $30 level. Okay, here we go. Reset again. All right, $1,000. So we'll put our 125 back in the rack. Reset to $1,000. Here we go. Gonna follow the recipe, Scott. Don't be a chef. 6-5 yo. Five is the point. 325. All right. So we're going to go $30 on the 5. Here we go. So what's that going to pay? That's going to pay 2 to 3. Going to pay $20. So that's $1 vig. All right. We'll worry about that when it settles out. All right, and we got a 7. Okay, so we're going to get paid 19 bucks. Right? 30 is going to pay 20, less the VIG, 19 bucks. Back in the rack. Five again. All right, 30 bucks, $30 lay. 30 pays 20. 9. 6. 9. 8. 11, yo. 8. 10. 7 out. All right, so that's going to pay 19. We'll call it 20 for 1. $30 back in the rack. All right, here we go. 8. All right, there's one of your 6 or 8s. 30 bucks. 30 is going to pay 20. Right? No, can't pay 20. Pays 5 to 6. Is that what it is? So it pays 25? 25, yeah. All right. And that's going to be $1 VIG. All right, 426. 628. All right, so I got to pay my $1 VIG on that one. Back in the bank. All right, now I got to go to $60. Excuse me, 426. Another crappy ass number for the lay. And I got to go 60. Okay. 60 on the 6 is going to pay 50, $2 VIG. And we got an 8. And we got a 9. And we got a 3. Got an 8. Eight. 3. 4. 6. Point hit. All right, that's all going back to the bank. 90 bucks. 10. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, the 6 and 8, they're just going to roll too frequently. You're going to get knocked off more than you don't. Or not more than you don't, but you're going to get knocked off enough to where it's going to be painful. That's why I choose not to play them. And at this point, we could just direct lay a different number. All right, so there's 90 bucks. 90 bucks is going to pay 45, and that's probably a $3 VIG. Can't be a $3 VIG. $2. Because 50 is $2, right? So probably a $2 VIG. All right, 3. 4, 8, 6. 6s and 8s. Easiest numbers to roll other than Big Red. And there's Big Red. Heard his name. All right. So it's going to pay us 43 bucks. All right, so now we got a ladder back down to 60 bucks, right? Scott, Scott is a hot shooter. Long ass roll, yeah. Crypto addictive. So if you were down 10 bucks because of the point hit, I would put $10 don't pass, and when the point is set, buy the 10 or 4 for 10 bucks. But if the come out point is a 10, I would just let my DP ride 7 out and go back to bet 1. Yeah, back to 60 bucks. All right. 3 craps. 5. All right, 60 bucks on the 5. 5 is the point. And that is our lay. 60 is going to pay us 40. That's $2 vig. 3. Oop. 7 out. All right. So it's going to pay us 40 less that vig. Okay, so we're up 25, 26 bucks right now. $26 positive. Oops. I don't remember what we were up before we took that first loss. All right, so about 50 bucks at the $60 level. Yeah, you just double it, right? I mean, it's linear. So Crypto Addictive again, he said if we are down 10 bucks because of the point hit, put 10 bucks on the DP, and when the point is set, buy the 10, or just let the DP ride if it is at 10. The problem is with the DP, it's the damn come out 7s. You end up chasing your ass down the frickin' drain. All right, so 30 bucks again. We'll try one more hand here. All right, 6. My friend the 6. 30 bucks on the 6 lay, pays $20 vig. 11, yo. Or 30 pays 25, right? Yeah. I corrected myself, thank you. 415. 5, 2, 7 out. Alright, so we're going to lose a buck, but we're going to get a quarter. So 55 bucks. Nope, not quite. 50 bucks. So that'd be 100 bucks at the $60 level. All right, well, I understand what you're saying. You got to play the 6 and 8 to make the ladder work, because you're going to get paid more on the 6 and 8. I just hope that you hit them more often than not. And by the probability, should be more of a coin toss, but you should still hit them more often than not, bottom line. Yeah, I don't think, and you know, it was interesting because I went to Chat GPT the other day and I asked, what is the best dark side craps playing strategy? And one of the things it came back with was mixing up your strategies. That was one of its recommendations, was, you know, don't stick with one strategy on the dark side, mix it up, do different strategies. And I think somebody mentioned that the other day, whether it was you or Anthony, you know, just, or crypto, you know, bounce around using different strategies. Kind of the way, you know, you were talking about with the randomizer. I don't know. It's hurting my head. But if it was easy, like I said, you know, and as others have said, if it was easy, there wouldn't be any craps tables in the damn casinos, because everybody'd be figuring out the perfect strategy and just using it to clean out their frickin' coffers, and that's not the case. So we're up against it, no question about that. So you find something that you like that's fun, you take your lumps when it loses, or you have the discipline to walk away when it's losing, so you're not taking that big of a hit on your bankroll. So I don't know. I think that's probably the answer. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. And welcome back, BAM. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Happy Easter. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Same craps time, same craps channel. All refreshed and ready to hit the ground running doing something. What? Not exactly sure, but we'll cogitate on it, and then we'll try again tomorrow. All right. Have a good one, guys. Thanks. This is Scott from Paradise.